Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back to the Smallville Retrospective. We're on season 7, episode 5. Action! Yes, they're making a movie on the Kent farm, but their star is in trouble as someone keeps trying to kill her. Meanwhile, we finally found out what happened to Lionel after 4 episodes of not seeing him. And, yeah. I think it's weird that they didn't pepper anything about Lionel throughout the first few episodes. Just now we're getting to find out what happened to him. And they didn't have enough to pepper out through, so just one episode. Kara is also not here. She stormed off at the end of the last episode, and she's not here. We start with them filming a scene. We see a guy, bald guy, strapped to a thing. They're doing a flying scene. They're filming a Warrior Angel movie on the Kent farm. For some reason, they never explain why they needed a farm, but they do. And our main star is, I don't remember the name. She's played by Christina Milian. Rachel. I'm okay. It's Rachel something or other. It should still be on there. I didn't do anything. So I would tell you, I was half watching this because I got, I was waiting for something in the mail. I got it. Something you'll see in my haul video, but Rachel Davenport is the character's name. All right, and yeah, she's filming a scene in the car, and something goes wrong with the car, and it's going to crash. So Clark saves her. Yes, and it's discovered somebody's trying to kill her because the brakes were cut. We don't know who it is. Meanwhile, Lionel wakes up finally, and according to the woman that's holding him hostage, it's weird. Lionel, when he is finally, and he something's going on with this strange woman, and he's handcuffed and he wants to, but the way the woman talks, it's like he's been unconscious this entire time. My problem is the person that grabbed him at the end, during the opener, was obviously a man. So who was that? I think you're supposed to believe it's Agent Carter that did it, but no, it's a woman. Yeah. So, and then the person who's trying to kill her sends a clue to Clark connected to a issue of Warrior Angels. So of course, Clark's only place he can turn to is Lex, who has all the Warrior Angel comics, and they find out that he's gonna. Okay, so before I get into that, find out he's going to use a gun. She's gonna get shot. So it's the old Crow thing but this is where it's actually a real gun. Which, if this was a prop gun, a real bullet would not work in it. But okay, because prop guns are designed for blanks, and even the one that shot Lee, not Bruce Lee's son, I can't think of his name. Even the one that shot him was a prop gun, but the dummy bullet was lodged in, and there's too much force that propelled it through his heart. So it wasn't a regular gun; it was still a prop gun. They're saying they put real bullets in this gun and it worked. Unless they swapped out the guns, which I missed. Because like I said, I was too concentrated on something else. Anyway, they're killing her. And this made me scratch my head. Because apparently this person is a stickler for the comics. And in the comics, Warrior Angel's girlfriend dies. In the movie, she's not going to. And I went, okay, bullshit. They wouldn't reveal that big of a spoiler to the public before the movie is released. There's no way they'd do that. Because it's not like, they wouldn't do that. They just wouldn't do that. Even in this day and age, they wouldn't reveal something like that, right? What if they went, I know Mark Ruffalo sort of spoiled the whole, like, oh yeah, Gamora dies. She gets thrown off a platform. Or, what if they're like, spoiler by the way, they're like, what if in Jason Bourne, if Matt Damon just went, oh yeah, it's a Jason Bourne movie, what's her face dies, Julia Stiles dies. We just said that, right? Although if you go to the Jason Bourne thing at Universal Studios, like they have a thing where she's like, "Oh, I faked my death," but she clearly actually died in that one. But they would not reveal that big of a spoiler to the public before a movie is made. What they should have done is that this guy got a hold of the script or something. A leak of a script, or they say like, the script leaked online, and it revealed that Warrior Angel's girlfriend is going to survive. But yeah, no, and we see this actually. Jake from Hellraiser Hellworld, Christopher Jackott. Yes, his name is Ben. And the two of us need look no more. We both found what we've been looking for. A place that we can call our own. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, his name is Ben. Ben Myers. Cousin of Michael. Michael, is Ben Myers your cousin? Thank you for that. Okay. But yeah, but he sees Clark stopping the bullet, catching the bullet, even though he super speeds under B. Witnesses him catching it, so yeah. Lionel eventually escapes and tries to run away. But he gets knocked out by Lana. Turns out Lana's behind this. Right? That sauce or something on my finger. Anyway, I'll wash my hands afterwards. Yeah, she's behind it. And I like how Clark calls her at this point, needing help. And he's like, oh, hey, she's like, oh, hey, Clark, I'm just watching a movie with Aunt Nell. Yeah, sure, I can come help. Just like, she's been with the Luthers too long, she's corrupt. But there's an awkward, we'll get to it. So, meanwhile, in plot number 344, Lois wants to do a story about the Luthers because there is a secret plot of land that no one seems to want to admit to having, and it's owned by the Luthers, so she wants to track it down. But Gabriel says, no, we're not going to do that. And she's like, well, I have a story. He's like, no, we're not running it. And so she tracks it down anyway, confronts Lex, and it turns out this is the land that Lionel is on, which is owned by Lana. we find out. So he goes to save the day. And I like how right away he's like, Dad, I found you. She's like, why did you do this, son? He's like, I never gave up hope that I'd find you. And he's like, why did you do this to me, son? But it seems you gave up on me. And then a lady comes in with the gun, and she's like, but like, so he didn't see that it was Lana when she knocked him out, and yet she's blaming Lex here. Eventually, Lex is able to save him, and yeah. So then Ben sends this video message to Clark saying, I'm going to kill her, and you are going to see your true destiny as the savior of Earth or some shit. He's able to save her, put him in, and capture Ben, and Ben is like yelling that, apparently he yelled that he knows someone who caught a bullet. So Lex goes to visit him, bribing him with all these very special, very rare Warrior Ranger comics, but he refuses, for some reason, to say anything. And then, Lionel shows up at the farm and talks to Lana. And he's like, she's like, oh, I heard you were, kidnapped by a crazy person. He goes, yes, I was. You. And her acting in this scene is weird. What are you talking about? I'm glad you're okay. I'm just like, what is her acting in this scene? I'm just going, I'm like that meme of the Minion. Like, what is this? What is this choice? Because is she supposed to be patronizing? Is she supposed to be gaslighting him? What is this performance we have from her? It's time for her to go off the show. I don't know. It's just, she's weird. She's weird. I've already said Lana shouldn't have lasted more than 5 seasons on the show, maybe 4. She should have left for Paris at the end of season 3, maybe not come back, or they should have done something with her at season 4. I don't know. I really don't know, but they really have overused her to the point where now she's no longer the Lana we know. She's been corrupt by the Luthers, and she's sort of gone down the rabbit hole now. She's gone bye-bye Egon. So, yeah. Rachel comes back and thanks Clark again and gives him a special gift, which we'll see. She goes, every hero needs one. And you hear that and you think, oh, I know what it is. It is. And so she's like, yeah, Oh, I do want to point out there is a scene where they're practicing lines and she's like on top of them. And then Lana walks in and he's like, Lana! He always says it like that. Lana! She's like, I'm Rachel. Yes, I know. We're just practicing lines. Like, we're just practicing lines. Nothing happened. I have a boner though, but nothing happened. Come on. It's 2000 Christopher Milian. Even Nick Cannon was like, yes, ma'am. My love don't cost a thing, but how much do you? So anyway, he got Mariah Carey, like 42 kids. So what? I don't know. It's only like 10 or 12. I'm not gonna look it up. So then he leaves. I think he has a talk with Lana, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But then he opens up the gift, and it's a red cape. Bum 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 bum. Yes, the cape. Yeah, the cape. I don't even know if that's the cape that's used later anyway. But yeah, there it is. It's the cape. That was pretty good. I'll give it. I'll give it a 4. I think it was pretty good. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Superman logos out of 5. I think it was better than the last few, but honestly, watching this Talk About podcast, they really did not like episode 3. They said that was worse than Kara, and I at least got some enjoyment out of Fierce, where Kara was. I don't. Maybe I. Okay, it's because she was in a bikini, but come on. Beauty pageant. I don't know. I liked Fierce. I mean, Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? So I want to get one episode out. I'm gonna do the rest of the episodes, but I got something else on it too, which is right now, and I'm gonna be doing that. But so what are your thoughts on this episode? On the council, like, share, subscribe. Think about it. I'm just gonna see you in the next one.